All right, to start with, we're going to take a 1/4 cup of warm water and add our yeast and a little bit of sugar. All right, so we're going to take this and we're going to put it to the side. So next thing we're going to do, we're going to have a big bowl here and we're going to add a little more sugar. And if you are someone who needs precise measurements, I do have that on Chef Carter's Cooking Corner. All right, so we got a little sugar here. We need about a teaspoon of salt. Okay, I'm going to add just a little more sugar. And a little more salt because our butter is unsalted. Usually I use salted butter. All right, so now that I have that, I'm going to add a little bit of flour. Now, I don't usually measure the flour when I'm cooking, but you want about 3/4 to 1 cup of flour. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and mix up these few dry ingredients I have in here. And I'm going to be adding 3 cups of milk and 1 stick of butter. And an egg. All right. Now, we're going to mix this up. Lucas, can you take these to the sink for me? Thank you. All right, so we're going to go ahead and mix these up. And they're going to look lumpy. But that's okay. All right, so the milk was warm when I put it in here, and it's about 90 degrees, well, maybe more like 95 degrees. It feels like warm bath water, like that just right, want to relax bath water. All right, now I'm going to add my yeast and sugar mixture. Thank you, Lucas. All right, so Lucas, did you wash your hands? All right, so can you stir for me while I add flour?
Oh, here, good. If you like your rolls lumpy, eat up.
Okay, Lucas, ready for more flour?
Oh, boy.
And why don't we use a blender?
Yeah.
A mixer? Well, for me, it's just as easy to mix it by hand as it is to use the small mixers we have here. There you go. There you go. Is it getting hard to mix?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know what that means? It means it's time to knead. All right,
I mean, you
so
put too much flour in it, don't it?
no, we still got a lot of flour to go. It's like 5.5 to 6 cups of flour.
I love kneading.
You love kneading? Okay. All right, now Lucas, what you're gonna do is put that on top of the flour I just poured out for you.
Okay. All of it?
All of it. Yeah. Now this is your bench flour, so we don't want to get that included yet.
Come on, Cash.
Alright. So you got the majority of it. See how I go a long ways like this and it scrapes it off?
Smack.
Smack. Dropped a few crumbs over here.
They make crumbs.
What would you call it?
I don't know. What would you call it?
Crumbs. That's what I called it. But you corrected me. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Ow, my leg. I'm fine. Oh, that hurt.
Are you sure you're alright?
Yep.
How'd that happen?
I was going like this, pushing myself out.
Okay, your hands were on the floor.
Actually, I went like this.
Okay, you gotta wash your hands again. Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah.
Alright, now, what we're gonna do is we sprinkle the top with flour. You paying attention?
Uh-huh.
Now pat it down gently. See how I'm not going all the way down, just patting it?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Now, what you're going to do is pick up one side and bring it, just fold it.
So like just both hands or one?
One or two, whatever's easier for you.
Just fold it over?
Yep. Gently, you don't want to get too much on your fingers. Okay. So, you see that? Just go ahead and move that over. Okay, now fold it this way. See how I do it gingerly and it doesn't stick to my fingers? I know, I had the right touch, huh?
Yeah, sure, we'll go with that.
Alright, now sprinkle
right
it.
Touch.
Pat. Gently. If you feel any sticky parts, do like this with your hands. And then that extra dough will come off.
This?
Yeah. There you go. Alright. Alright, let's fold it in half from here over.
From here?
Yeah, be gentle. Don't let it stick to your fingers.
That didn't work so well.
Alright, let's get them worked off your hand.
Yeah, that worked somewhat.
Okay. Fold it in half again. Alright. Let's press it down. Good job. Alright, now this is going to get easier. We start slow. Alright. Fold her in half. Is it less sticky now?
Yee.
Okay, fold it in half. Alright, fold her in half. Okay, we got about 2 more minutes to knead because you want to knead this for 8 minutes. Okay, now you're getting a little close to the edge.
This dough's like, what did I do to you? Do we need more flour?
You know what? I think we're good for now. She feels really good. But keep working her. You got another minute or so. All right, now if I had oil, I would just put a little oil in here, but I don't, so I'm going to spray the bowl with a little Pam. Go ahead and put the
Dough in there.
Yep. Put her down, flip her over.
What do you mean?
Flip the bowl, not the bowl, flip the dough over.
Oh.
Okay. So we're going to go ahead and put her in a warm spot. We're going to cover it with a towel, warm spot, and we'll be back when she has doubled in size.
Wait, so like instead of it being this size, it'll be like up here?
Mm-hmm. We're back, and we have our dough. Can you get that little thing that cuts dough in half
Is it like...
by the sink?
I think I know what you're talking about.
Okay. So we're going to turn our bowl over, let the dough fall out.
You're talking about this? This silver thing?
Yeah. And we're going to cut our
Let me
dough
cut.
in half.
So just like down the middle?
Yep. That would be in half. Okay.
A little uneven.
So to make cinnamon rolls, it's very simple. You're going to use a stick of butter. And we're going to cut the butter in half. Half of the butter is going to be for the cinnamon mixture that goes into the cinnamon rolls, and the other half will be for the frosting. So let me go ahead and put this to the side. So we're going to be putting brown sugar and cinnamon in here. Alright, so I've cut my butter into chunks, and now what I'm doing is I'm pressing to measure out half a cup of brown sugar. So I just packed it and put it in there. We need 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. Let's do 1.5. Is we want to incorporate the brown sugar, the butter, and the cinnamon. So I'm going to go ahead and spray my pan lightly. And then I'm going to get my dough. We're going to press it out into a square. Right. So when it melts, you know, you're not going to see the bare spots. You know, it kind of works itself out even if you don't spread it out. Okay. So now we're going to roll this up into a log. Like so. Alright. So pinch the seam closed. Like so. Now we're going to take our pan, put it right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut this log in half. You know, just kind of rough in half. And then you're going to cut the half in half. Just like that. Alright, so should have, yeah, we got 8 pieces here. Now, for the end pieces, see how that looks? What we're going to do is the end pieces, we're going to just place down like that. So when it cooks, nobody will know they got the end piece. Alright, so then I like to press them down. If you get any brown sugar that's falling, just put it back on top there. So we're going to let it sit and let these spread out a little bit in a warm place without a draft. Now our cinnamon rolls have proofed and they're ready to bake. So remember, they were like not even touching each other. Look how big they've gotten. So they're actually going to get bigger once they cook. So we're going to go ahead and make the frosting for our cinnamon rolls. And so you want to bring your butter and cream cheese to room temperature. All right, so once you do that, you're going to add just a dash of salt. All right, got a little too much salt there. Dash of salt and a splash of vanilla. So that was 4 tablespoons of butter and 4 ounces of cream cheese, about a teaspoon of vanilla, a teaspoon of vanilla, and a pinch of salt. All right, and then I'm going to be adding about a pound of powdered sugar. And then we'll need a little bit of milk to soften. All right. Now, to be honest, it's better if you use half and half or full cream in this. It just brings out the taste better. So I'm going to add just a little bit of milk to the top to kind of prevent that from splashing. Doesn't take a lot of milk. Or not splashing, but you know that puff of powder you get when you deal with powdered sugar. So let's go ahead and add the rest of it. Let me go ahead and put just a splash more milk in there. So I added that new addition. All right, so there's your frosting right there to go on top of the cinnamon rolls once they're done. Here are our cinnamon rolls out of the oven. Now, I should have taken them out maybe a hair sooner. I had them in the oven for approximately 35 minutes. So I'm going to move these to a plate carefully because they're still hot. So this is why the foil is very handy. Alright, so now that I have it on the plate, I'm going to spoon my frosting that I made earlier over the top while it's still warm. What do you think, Lucas?
I need one.
Lucas is dancing behind the camera. So, we're going to go ahead and spread that frosting over the top. I don't know, these are very sweet to me, so I can never eat a whole thing. So I like just taking a little piece of it. Would you like some, Lucas?
Eat y'all.
Why don't you hand me your little saucer there?
Where's me little saucer?
That's your little saucer.
Oh.
Now I'm only going to give you a little piece, okay?
Hey, I want a big piece. I'm a big boy.
Yeah, you don't want to be a big boy, though.
Not like that.
Alright. So I like to serve it in pieces instead of the whole thing because nobody really needs the whole cinnamon roll.
Actually, we do.
So that is how you make cinnamon rolls.
I'm just gonna take these back to them.